Hey y'all, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are having a nice day, a nice evening, wherever you are. I just wanted to get on here and brag about how good God is because I recently spent some quiet time with Him and it was amazing. And I just want to share with you guys like how truly beneficial it is to just be in communication with Him and really build that relationship because it just like the more you do so, the better you have a relationship, the more sensitive you are to the Holy Spirit, and it just feeds you in a way that I cannot even explain to you guys. But let me get into it. So I was I was in my time with him, okay? And in this time, I was just having a conversation. I was even praying. I was just having conversation like I am with you right now. I was just talking and talking. And I was thinking about like like the where I am right now. I'm struggling with trust. I'm struggling with trusting the process because it's not easy. This walk is not easy. Trusting is not easy. And sometimes having the faith isn't easy. And I was struggling with that, still kind of struggling with it. But that's why it's called the narrow path, because it's not going to be simple all the time. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be convenient. It's not going to be comfortable. So I was talking to God, and as I was talking to Him about like how difficult it has been to trust, it's like he blessed me with something. So within that, I was starting to feel bad and I started to get emotional. And I will speak, there will be a part two to this message. I will speak on the sensitivity and like being emotional in a separate video. I'll try to get that out today. I don't know when. But I was talking to him. I was talking about how hard it was to trust, even though like I'm surrendering to him to trust like that. It's hard, and I started to feel emotional and get upset because it made me feel shame. Like I want to trust you, and it's hard, but I'm trying, but it's hard, and it made me. I don't know what it is, but I just felt shame because I felt bad because it's like I don't want to feel like I'm like in like unbelief, even though I'm struggling with this trust. So that was the reason why I was kind of getting upset, and it's like I had to ground myself back to like continue talking because I was speaking out loud. I started to hear my voice change, like the tears are coming, and I had to like ring it all back and be like, okay, like let's continue talking because I will, like I said, I'll explain it in a separate video. But like I was like, let me just get it out. Let me just get it out and converse with the Lord. This is my time with Him. I like designated time with Him, and he and the way that I described it to him, it's like I feel like I'm holding your hand, but I'm blindfolded and you're pulling me away, but I'm blindfolded and I can't see in front of me. I can't see on the side, the right, the left, behind me. I don't know what's going on. I'm just blindfolded and walking with you pulling me and holding my hand. And I thought about it, and I'm like, and it feels uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. And then it's like the Lord downloaded to me, like telling me that like you don't feel comfortable, and that's okay. You don't feel comfortable, but that's okay. And it it triggered something in me, thinking that um I feel uncomfortable because I don't feel safe. Like it's hard to trust you because it doesn't feel safe, which like obviously you're in a relationship with God, you're communicating with him, you're he's in your life, he's with you, and you know that you should feel safe, right? So that's what I was like struggling with, but I was thinking, you know what it is? God, it's because it's been such a long time that I felt like safe. I'm sure there was a time in my life where I felt safe, but like we grow older, we have situations, we have spiritual warfare, we have traumas, we have things happening to us, we have things happening for our benefit at the end of the day. But like these things happen to us and it hardens our heart. So like the reason why I didn't feel safe is because for such a long time I felt like I had to rely on myself for my safety. So back to the blindfold, like I'm used to like seeing ahead, I'm used to like having a backup plan, what's coming at me, like, and being on guard for that. So surrendering to God for like to do all of that, and finally like being in a state of trying to rest and surrender and just trust is has been difficult. And um he just made me like understand that. And he okay, so like I mentioned before, like the you start to put on an armor. Okay, like those difficult things happen, it starts to grow an armor on you, and eventually you've been wearing that armor for so long, it starts to feel like skin. Like it doesn't even feel like armor anymore, it starts to feel like skin. I put on this armor for safety because I've felt so attached from not feeling safe, that I have an armor and it has layers, and it's like God is deconstructing that. And in that moment I was feeling bad because like I said before, I feel bad for not trusting. But he told me that he's like, it's okay. It's okay for you to not feel comfortable. The uncomfortableness is okay, because God explained to me that it's basically what's happening is a shock to my system. I was operating in a certain way for so long, and he was like, it's not that you don't trust me, because you trust me enough to converse with me. You trust me enough to get emotional about what having the will and the desire to trust me. So you do trust me. What you're experiencing right now is just a shock to your system of leading into that trust and just not being quite where you were, but being in a spot where I'm transforming you. And it's shocking. It's shocking, and that's okay. And when I tell you, that just gave me such a peace and an understanding, because like I don't know, it was just I don't know, for me it was a shock to me, like it was a shock to me of an understanding, because I just feel like God just really lets you know that he's there. Like the more you, and I'm not saying that you could only hear him if you're all the time at church, every time in the Bible. Like you can hear him. He like the more you draw near to him, the more he'll draw near to you. So I just feel really grateful, and I wanted to share that because maybe there's someone else out there that has experienced that or is struggling in the way that I have. But like we carry this armor that it feels like a second skin, but what God's trying to do is literally dismantle that armor, and you're at a vulnerable place, but do not feel bad that you're not fully trusting. He's literally working it out. He's working out in you. He's working it out for you, and you don't have to feel shame for that. He know like his grace is sufficient. He's so patient. He's not only a father to me, he's also a friend. And like I had to remember that, because like someone who loves you will have patience for you even through things that seem difficult, even when you're having hard phases and transitions in your life, and will literally show up for you in the way that you need. at the right time. And I really needed that. And I can't even like get into an explanation of how it felt, because if I had to compare it to something, no, I already gave comparisons, honestly, with the armor and the blindfold. Those were comparisons, but um it's just the relationship itself. Like, he knows me, he knows how sensitive I am. And like I said, I'll get into that sensitivity thing in a different video. But like, he knows how sensitive I am. He knew. It's like it was him taking over with when I started to get emotional and tried to like process and move the emotions kind of to the side to like really process and continue speaking out when I was talking to him, to get to where I needed to get to the point of what I was trying to express myself with, just so he can come in and give me a confirmation. And it feels like something that I've been wrestling with for a really long time, like probably years. And it's like just in an instant he gave me clarity on it. And I feel like this wasn't something that I could have gotten out of a book, reading a book. This isn't something that I could have gotten by googling it, of like how I felt and whatever. You like, I'm big on psychology. I think I mentioned that in a post, but I am big on psychology. But it's like it's something I couldn't get from a book. It's something I couldn't get from Google. He literally had to tell me, and it's like it wasn't just like a knowledgeable piece of knowledge transformation, but a spiritual Holy Spirit, something healed in me when he told me that. And I only could have gotten that by conversing with him and continuing to have a relationship with him. So that was pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys. And I don't know. That's what I wanted to share. It really blessed me. I hope it blessed you. And I will make that sensitivity video, like I said, either today or later today. But I hope it blessed you. Like I said, I hope it blessed you. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace, blessings. I'll see you guys later. Bye.